Hola and happy Wednesday, happy hump day. So we're creating that daily habit together every single day, 15 minutes, yoga inspired calisthenics. It is freezing cold here in New Zealand right now, midwinter vibes for sure. Right, we're going to start at the top of our mat. We're going to do our sun salutation A for our warm up today. Let's take a nice deep inhale. We're going to raise those arms above head and connect the hands. Exhale, bring them down past the midline of the body, back to the side. I'm going to find a back bend on a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging at the hips, bringing the chest towards the legs, hands to knees, flat back, nice deep inhale. We're going to come down to the floor with our hands, jump or step back to our high plank. We're going to shift forward on our inhale. Exhale, lower down, tuck the elbows, low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. And we're going to sit in our downward dog for 3 to 5 rounds of breath. Nice deep inhale. Exhale fully. And again, nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale fully. Taking that tailbone up as high as we can. We're just completely stopping here. Look up between our thumb. We're going to slowly walk our feet back up between our hands. Hands to knees, flat back. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Nice deep inhale as we raise those arms above head. Stretch the self. And voila, we're going to come to the back of our mat and we're going to find our yogi squat. We'll do our yogi squat flow. So we're standing as wide as our mat, like so. We're going to bring our butts down. Feet are nice and grounded, arms out front. What should we do today? Should we twist, raise? Let's start with just rocking from left to right. Keeping the feet as grounded as we can. We'll take our elbows into our knees and we're going to push them out nice and wide as we can, gazing forward. Nice big deep inhale through the nose, exhale fully. Lovely. Right, we're going to twist. Let's twist in our yogi squat. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, open up and twist. Inhale, bring those elbows back in towards the knees. Push them out. Exhale, twist. Let's go 2 more on each side. And again, keeping that back nice and straight as you push those knees out. Exhale, open up and twist. 1 more on each side. There we go, 1 more. Lovely. Right, let's take our hands and place them on our mat. We're going to raise up our butts, straighten the legs, and bring our feet in. We're going to have them about hip width apart, quite close to one another, and we're going to take our hands to the top of our mat and find a nice narrow downward dog. So we want our hands to be about shoulder width apart. We're finding a nice narrow downward dog. So we're going to find our lizard pose now. So we're going to step forward our right foot and bring it to the outer side of the right hand. We're going to drop the back knee, point the toes, and find our lizard. So we want our hands in line with our front foot. We're going to angle that front foot so the big toe's pointing towards the corner of our mat. And we're just going to lean forward, finding our lizard pose, getting a beautiful stretch in that left psoas muscle, as well as the right hip Getting a beautiful stretch. Alright, we're going to take our left elbow down. Take our right hand, place it on the right knee, and we're just going to gently push that knee out. But we're going to keep the foot nice and grounded. Take the gaze upward. We're going to breathe here for a few rounds of breath. One more. Nice deep inhale, pushing that knee out as far as you can. Looking up to the sky. Bring that hand back down to the ground. Line them back up with that front foot. Straighten the front foot. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and we're just going to rock backwards and forwards here. And then we're going to bring that right leg back and find our nice narrow downward dog again. Lovely. Right, left foot's coming forward now to the outer side of the left hand. Dropping the back knee, pointing the toes. Angling that front foot so the big toes angled towards the top of the mat. And we're just leaning into it. We did on the other side. Leaning forward, creating that beautiful stretch. Coming down onto that right elbow. Taking the left hand to the left knee. And we're just gently pushing her out. Taking the gaze up. 3 rounds of breath. Proper breath. Bring that gaze to where the body will allow. Lovely. Bring that hand back down to the ground. Angle that foot so it's straight. And we're going to tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and rock backwards and forwards. And then we're coming back to our downward dog. Right, we have our 3-legged downward dog flow now. Let's get stuck into it. So we're going to lift up that right leg. Find our 3-legged downward dog. Take a round of breath. We're going to take that right foot, place those toes on the left heel, and we're going to pull that heel down towards the ground. Creating a beautiful stretch in that left calf muscle. I'm going to come up to the toes and find a 3-legged plank. So we can choose to stay here. This works. This is a good amount of work. If you want to take it that little bit further, challenge yourself a little bit more. We lower down, find a low plank, tuck the elbows, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back up, hold. And then bring that heel back down to earth. And take that right foot back up, find that 3-legged dog, and bring it back down to the ground. Lovely. Right, left side. 3-legged dog. A nice deep inhale. Full exhale. Take those toes to that heel on that right foot. Pull the heel down towards the mat. Incredible stretch in that calf muscle. And then we're going to come back up to our toes. Find that 3-legged plank. Again, you can choose to stay here. This is good. Still a nice bit of work. Strength training. Otherwise, we take it that little bit further. Coming down, tuck the elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back up. Hold. Breathe. Cool, calm, and controlled. Bring that heel back down to earth. Stretch that calf out. Raise the left leg. 3-legged dog. And we'll ground her. Beautiful. Right, let's take our butts down to our mat. We've got our leg raises now. So we want, and I've forgotten the pigeon switches again, but I feel like we're running out of time. Anyways, let's just do our leg raises. Right, point those toes, fingertips on our mat, and we're going to raise up our legs 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower down and fold where the body will allow. We're going to straddle now. Take the legs out, heels about as wide as our mat. Fingertips either between the knees or next to the legs. We're going to lift again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down and fold. And straight out in front, pointed toes. And let's lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And straddle, fold. Folding onto the shins works too, wherever your body will allow. Right, lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold down. And last one's out in front. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Fold forward. And let's go. Last one of our straddle. Pointed toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down and fold. Awesome. Right, I forgot our pigeon switches. And then we got our Sphinx push-ups. So we're coming to our high plank. We're going to do our pigeon switches. So with this, we want to keep our shoulders as steady as we can. We bring forward our right knee. We find our half pigeon. Come up on an inhale, open chest. Exhale, we come back to our high plank. Left side, half pigeon. Come up to those fingertips, deep inhale. Exhale, come back to that high plank. Right side, half pigeon. Inhale, nice and deep. Exhale, plank. Left side. Let's go one more on the right. Up onto those fingertips. Lovely. And left side, done skis. Beautiful. Plank. Let's come down to our forearms. We've got our Sphinx push-ups now. So with our Sphinx push-ups from this position, from our forearm position, we lift yourself up by pushing the floor away with the hands and raising the elbows. Come back down. Now you can do this single armed if you need to. Take one arm up at a time. Just alternate which one you start with each time. Just so you're nice and balanced. Let's go for 10. Inhale, push that forward with the hands, lift the elbows. One by one or both at the same time. Back down on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Beautiful. Find that forearm plank. Let's just rock backwards and forwards. Drop the knees. And come back to a childlike position. So we want to take our knees out nice and wide. The toes are touching, connected. We find our child, our final pose, where we stop completely. We reflect on the last 15 minutes of movement. We send out our daily intentions. We speak our daily gratitude. We say goodbye. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing Wednesday.